Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be going through how to improve your shots as an AR player, from the basics to the more advanced stuff. We're going to go through it all today, and honestly, it's going to be a nice, chilled, easy video in my opinion, in terms of as a viewer, and also me, just kind of going through, being honest with you, being transparent of how I do improve my shot daily, how I would improve my shot from any level. Even if you're, you're a good player, you're crim level, I would say crim's a really good level. If you're still crim trying to get Iri, these are things I still do to this day that got me to iridescent as a solo queue player. Let's get into it. So starting off, private game. Private game is your best friend, and we're going to go through that in a bit more detail, but let's go through my current aims build. Okay, this is going to be the AR specific one video. Then tomorrow later on today I'll do more of a sub video about that kind of thing, but let's go through the AR. Okay, this is my build when you play rank play. I do run double time because that's the only one you can run. You have quartermaster as well, but please just don't run that. Go through. I have fast hands, again, the only option. I have ninja, I think it's a must have. Then I have flak jacket. Now, it's a little bit different in multiplayer. Sorry, in rank play, you can run gunfighter, but we're going to go for the CDL class, the class that I would use in the 5 attachment build. Okay, so these are the non-negotiables. These are what you need to have on your gun. Okay, now, if you're someone that struggles with your recoil, you have two options. You can have the vertical foregrip, which helps you with horizontal recoil control. Okay, so that means your weapon from left to right will be a little bit better, easier to control. Or you can have recoil springs, which I think personally is a little bit better for recoil control. You can see it gets a little bit less horizontal recoil control, but it also adds vertical recoil control. So this helps with overall balancing your recoil of the weapon. Now, I am okay with the recoil. There's certain times where, sure, maybe he gets me killed, maybe not having crisp shots, but I'm okay with the recoil. So what I do is I actually go for a stock. I go for the infiltrator. As you can see, aim, walking, movement, speed. So this is essentially your strafe. So let me show you how it looks before and then after. So this is how it looks before. Okay. This is without anything in terms of recoil control. And honestly, I think it's fine. I really do. Now, if I wanted to, like I said, make it a bit more of a beam. Why is it searching for a game? That's not what we wanted, is it? That's not what we wanted. Let's go back to a private game. So right now, if I go through, let's say I put on the vertical. Okay, now look. It feels really good. It feels like an absolute beam. As you can see right there, it feels like a laser, stuff like that, okay? So it's like, okay, why does this keep tweaking? But anyways, yes, it feels good, but I'm like, right, if I feel like, no, I want a little bit of recoil control with the vertical as well. Okay, so both of them feel really good. I actually low-key feel like the vertical might be, I'm not gonna say better, but why is this glitched? I don't know what they're doing. They're checking me out. I'm not gonna lie, this game's checking me out with all that stuff. But anyways, I think the vertical low-key feels nicer than the recoil springs, but it's up to you to try both. I've seen pros use both of them. It's completely up to you. I think most people go recoil, but I have seen people run vertical, and I do like it as well quite a bit. But what I do, like I mentioned, is I go for the infiltrator, and you're going to see now how much strafe speed we get. So now, like, do you see how insane this is? So again, because I feel like my shot is fine with it, you can see my shot is actually okay with it. I can still shoot at any range. I'm much more confident with this. So the main thing is why is because when I'm on head glitches, I can do this. I can strafe faster, be more annoying, especially with this new crouch update. I can just be annoying like this, and I feel like it makes me a lot more annoying to kill, okay? So why do we go into this area? What is this training area? So the first thing we're going to do is be extremely simple right now. Very, very simple. We're just going to understand what recoil control is, okay? So we're going to get this target wall down, and look at this. When I just shoot my gun without doing anything, just shoot my gun without touching the right stick, this is what happens. The gun goes up, right, and then all the way left, okay? So the natural recoil control is up and right, and then past the left after around 8 to 10 bullets, okay? So what we're going to do is counter that. So instead of going up and right, we're going to basically go down and left to counter it. So we're going to shoot, and we're going to move it down and left. So now you can see it's fine. But what happens is after a few bullets, it still has that final spread. So let's try again. So we go down and left. Do you see that at the end, it gets that horizontal curve right there? So that's really, really important. Now, if you actually go to your class setup to get rid of that, if we, instead of having infiltrator, if we actually put on the vertical foregrip, it's why it's important to understand the weapon and stuff like that. If we put on the vertical foregrip and do the exact same thing, what you're going to see is this. Let's get it out. There you go. So now we're going to shoot again, move it just down to the left. Do you see it doesn't really move too much? This is just shooting it down to the left. Shooting and moving it down to the left, and you can see it's a little bit more steady. You can see the shot itself doesn't move too much, so that's why sometimes horizontal recoil is really important, because you're able to have much more efficient shots. If I shoot the bot at the back, without moving, you can see, move it down and left, down and left. Really, really important. Every weapon has its own recoil, and it's important to understand the weapon to know what attachment. So for this weapon, because it has a real big horizontal recoil, it goes left quite a bit after the first 10 bullets or something. It's quite good to have, what's it called? Vertical foregrip, because it really controls the recoil. Very, very important to understand your attachment. That's the difference between infiltrator and vertical, and depending on your game style, it's up to you what you use. Now, what I do is I shoot, then I stop. I shoot, then I stop. By doing that, I don't actually get this curve. Let me show you what I mean. So right now, you see as I'm shooting, it's going all the way up then to the left. I avoid this whole left curve because what I do, instead of shooting fully, I wait for it to finish. Hopefully, there you go. I actually wait for, I shoot, look at the bottom right. So I have 30 bullets. I shoot about 5, then stop. 5, then stop. 5, then stop. And the more you get used to it, the more you get into a rhythm. Like, I actually hit 5 quite consistently there. And you get into a rhythm. That's controlling no recoil, by the way, just shooting and stopping. But if I control it, it's like this. You see that you just have much more control. Obviously, in certain situations, you want to just fully shoot. If you see someone, just go for the kill. But if you see someone behind cover, you can't kill them. Just shoot, stop, shoot, shoot, stop, shoot, shoot, stop, shoot. And it just makes controlling your recoil a lot more, I would say, efficient at that long range, okay? So sometimes you can shoot, stop, shoot, shoot, stop, shoot, shoot, stop, shoot, and your gun doesn't go crazy. And that's one of the most important ways of controlling your recoil, okay? So back to the kind of attachments, what we were speaking about. Let me go through. So now you can see we're going to get the infiltrator stock on. Now we're chilling. This is my build. This is what I like to do. Now the next thing, I don't care how much you're playing the game, whether it's an hour or 10, this next step is essential. You have to do this, okay? You have to go through to YouTube and subscribe to our, no, I'm trolling. I'm not trolling. Make sure you subscribe, but we move on. We set up the bots. We set up the bots and we're going to go through some drills together and we're just going to make it nice and simple, okay? So what I'm thinking about is, right, what am I trying to aim today? What am I trying to improve? So I'm specifically trying to improve my assault rifle shot. So what I'm going to do is set up a little drill for myself. I'm like, you know what? Again, this is my thought process. Like, what am I trying to improve? Like, let's just say, right, if I have a conversation with myself, say, I want to improve my long range shot specifically. I feel like I'm really struggling long range. And for some reason, I feel like on Vault, around the P4, I just can't get kills. I feel like on the P4, I'm not able to lock it down. So this is where it's important. We're going to start off with a TDM. We're not going to go to free for all, and I'm going to explain why. For this specific drill of using an AR shot, we want to use Vault TDM, okay? So we're going to go through, we're going to put it on 45 minutes, score, just put something crazy high, and that's it. That's the only thing we're going to change. The only other thing we're going to have is radar. We're going to put it on constant, is actually glitched, so I put it on directional. It's basically the same thing. And we're going to have our field upgrade charge rate times 10 and score times 10, okay? Now I'm going to go to the same class I set up, and we're going to put on a assault pack. That way, when we feel like we run out of ammo, we can use our assault pack. Quick little tip for you guys: if you're struggling with equipment, this is the same way you do it, but you play hardpoint and you start practicing nades on the point, but that's a separate video. Now we're going to go through the opponents. We're going to give them 11. Okay, if I was just warming up normally, I wouldn't play team deathmatch. And we're going to go through the advantages of TDM and the disadvantages, and why I think free for all is better overall for warming up, but for this specific problem of improving your AR shot, why I go for TDM. Again, it's all these small niches we're trying to do. What we're trying to do right now is just improving the niches, improving this, like, certain areas, okay? So now we go through, we start the game. Right, I haven't played today. Just came back, it's quite late. It's actually 2 in the morning right now. My hands aren't warm. I just want to shoot my gun. So we're going to go through, let me adjust the volume just slightly. And all we're going to do is shoot our gun. But nothing crazy, just shoot a gun. Again, depending on how long you're playing for the video, we'll make it nice and short. We're going to make it 20. No, we'll make it 10. So I'm going to go through. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, do you see in TDM, they all kind of line up with us? We'll make it 5, make it easy. Do you see how they all line up with us? This is why I like TDM. Because what you can do is work on specific things. So for example, if I want to work on my long range shot, doesn't that feel great, that angle? Okay, that's a good angle. I want to find some good angles on Vault P4. I'm going to go back here. There's another one. Back away. Holding P4. You can actually work on specific kills, your position, stuff like that. Now I'm going to watch these stairs. And you can just work on specific things like that. And now I'm dead. I'm like, right, I want them to come through here. So I'm going to sit up here. And now I'm like, how do I lock down P3 from this side? I'm going to lock down here and hold it. There's 1. I'm maybe going to crouch. There's a second. Do you see what I mean? You can actually work on specific drills. So go around. And you can say, right, today I want to work on this. Look at the map. Someone's coming through. We're going to hold this door. But if we look through, they're all around here. Another one down. Now they're all coming here. We're like, right, let's get out of here. Reposition. If we die, we die. Doesn't really matter. But I'm like, let me stand around here. I want to work on my shot from here. Because this is a great spot. So I'll go up. There's one. You see what I mean? And now I say, right, let's just lock down this area. Now, I know they're not moving. I know they're not reacting as normal players will. But what you're working on is that initial snap. What you're working on is that cover, that reaction. Just overall working on that snap. So right now, go through a slide cancel, slide cancel, slide cancel. See one more, take him out. You're just working on the snap, the overall shot, the centering, and also just controlling the right amount of bullets, right? I want you to notice something. When I'm shooting, I'm not just shooting 30 bullets at a time. I'm not doing this. Let me show you what I mean right here. I'm not doing this. Let's find a couple of people. So if we look at the map, they're all going to be around here. I'm not doing this, okay? Like, I'm not actually doing that. I'm not just shooting all my bullets and going for kills. What I'm doing is this. Killing, backing away. I'm just killing, backing away. So look, killing, reposition, kill, reposition, kill, reposition. And it's just a really good habit. Again, I want to work on my catwalk stance. I'm going to stand here. Kill, back away. And it's just about developing good habits. Now, the reason why we back away after a kill is two things. One, it resets the recoil. So let's just say, for example, I shoot 6 bullets and stop. Shoot 6 bullets and stop. Shoot 6 and stop. It just makes my shot easier. Oh, I really struggle with P2 on Vault. Okay, let's go. Let's go through it right now. Go across, stand here. Back away. Slide cancel. Back away. Right, back away. Now I'm holding the back here. There's one coming through. I'm going to live mark him because I want to practice his slide. Take one out. Okay, back away. I'm literally a bullet. Right now, they're going to chase me. Let's see how many kills I can get here. We're going to back away. One more. Second one. Slide cancel out. Back away. Okay, now I'm one shot. I'm going to back away. Now I'm going to use a cover here. I'm going to use a cover. You see what I'm saying? You just learn different things. You just practice different elements of the game. Make it fun, make it creative, do whatever you have to do. Now I'm like, right, I'm kind of done with that. What's another thing I struggle with? You know what? I really struggle to stay alive here. So now my goal is to not even let them get towards me. I'm literally not going to let them get towards me. There's quite a lot of them though, so it gets kind of difficult, but my job is to not let them get towards me. So we go through, get another one, and it's just like really make it difficult on yourself when you're warming up. Now there's one there, we're going to back away, going to lower them down, and this is just, again, another good drill, another good area. Like, right, I don't want them to get towards me. There's another one, quickly take them out. Now I have time to go up top, and it's just like, okay, how do I play this? How do I play this? Well, there's so many of them, I can't really overcommit. Even though they're on recruit, I feel like I can't overcommit and they get me. So you're just going through and trying to develop different drills for yourself. That's the biggest thing. Now I'm going to say, right, one thing I've realized is I do struggle with my accuracy. I want to get more headshots. So now we're going to go for headshots only. Okay, we're going to go for headshots only, and I have to get 10 in a row. Just give yourself challenges depending on what your goal is at the time. Work on one thing at a time. Now, when you do this, what happens is sometimes something else goes back in track. So what I mean by this is, I really struggle to slide backwards. Okay, cool. So we're going to slide backwards, but what might happen is you might lose accuracy like that. You might slide backwards and then you might forget to strafe and start shooting. You might forget to strafe. Work on one thing at a time. That's okay. If I realize, oh, I'm sliding backwards, oh no, but now I'm not strafing. I'm forgetting. I'm not used to it. Don't worry. Just say, okay, I'm trying to get more muscle memory in sliding backwards. Once I get used to that, then I can work on strafing while sliding. It's all about levels to the game, okay? So we go through again. We stand here. Shoot, back away, slide around. Look at the map, he's on my left there. Take him out. There's one more coming through the left, so I'm gonna slide backwards. Hold it, take him out. Move on. You see how we're just working on our snap? And again, what we do, we're shooting just enough bullets. It's just one of those things where you kind of just get used to it, to be honest with you. I'm not really thinking about it. It sounds really weird, but it's the honest truth. And I've done it thousands of times now, like tens of thousands, where I feel like I've got the rhythm where I know when to stop shooting. Now, sometimes you'll see me actually think I've killed them and stop. That's just one of those where your timing is just a millisecond off, and that happens all the time. You'll see it with pros as well. They shoot someone, they think that they're dead, and they go away. Oh my god, no, what? I didn't get a kill. It's just because of the timing. But again, for me, the biggest thing is the recoil control. So if I'm watching this area right here, okay, in a game, all I'm doing is going through like this. I'm sliding left, sliding right, backing away now. I'm sliding like this, getting a kill, sliding right, backing away. You're just trying to set yourself up. When you're playing as an AR, all you're trying to do is give yourself an opportunity here, okay? Now, what a lot of people do is they take sub gunfights. What I mean by that is this area right here, right? We go in, they just slide in like that. That's not really how an AR is supposed to be. You're not supposed to use it in there. But what you can do is go from power position to power positions and use movement on the way. So right now I spawn here. Okay, if I want to get there, that's what I do. I slide across. See these guys right there? Instead of fighting him, I back away. Now go through. Let's see, I take out this guy. Take out this guy. Now I can get across. As I slide across, take him out. Go into cover, reload. You know, we back away. There's another one. Stand up again. There's another one. We're going to snake it. And honestly, that's all I do. That's all I do to warm up. And then again, it's just like, right, what do I want to warm up now? Okay, I really struggle with sliding sideways while shooting. Okay, for the next 20 kills, we are going to slide cancel sideways. And I get 20 in a row, and I'm okay. I get 20 in a row without dying. So that's 1. There's 2. Slide cancel. I didn't do it properly. I'm going to slide again. Okay, there's 3. Slide again. And you just get used to it. You just get used to it. And I cannot kill anyone unless I do it. Let's say I do this right now. Let's say I die right now. Okay, that's 3. Start again. That's not 20. We start again. Now, free-for-all for me is better overall because the bots are spread out. But like I said, TDM is good for places like this where you're like, I just want to lock down my long-range fights. That's a gunfight you have. That's a gunfight you have. That's a gunfight you have in the game. Go through. That's a gunfight you have. That's a gunfight you have. Different angles. That's a gunfight you have. It's just about finding gunfights you're comfortable with, okay? Now they're coming through. We're going to back away again. Reposition. It's quite a lot having 11. Maybe you could put on 6 or something. But now I'm going to say, right, hang on. What if I go to P4? Same situation. What if I go to P4 now and see if I can lock this down? And it's just about giving yourself a chance, giving yourself different objectives. Say, right, look at the angle I find. Okay, what about this angle? Good shots. This guy's coming behind me. What if I hold this area? Snake it. Okay, good shots. What if I get out like this? And say, hang on, what about for the rotation to P1? What if I actually like playing Catwalk? I feel like Catwalk is really good. It's really strong on this map. But oh, I really struggled to hold Catwalk. How do I hold it? What do I do? We're going to practice it right now. We're going to go through. This time we're going to use our equipment. We're going to watch the left, slide, watch the front. See no one, slide to the left. Hold it. There's 1. Slide across. There's a 2nd. And this is a real life scenario. This is a real scenario I find myself in all the time. But guess what? Now I'm getting reps in. Now I'm getting repetition in this exact drill. Go through. I've got to reload. Okay, there's another one. Now we're just strafing while we're shooting. There, that time I did spray because why? The shots lined up for itself. But now you can see, now I'm practicing right off. I really want to strafe in gunfights, but I can never get used to it. Here you go. Now you can. You go to the catwalk, you're good to go. Look at my minimap. He's coming through. Look at the minimap. What have I just done? I'm worked my minimap. Right now, minimap is up top. I'm not looking at my screen. Look at my minimap. Look at my minimap. There's one more right. I'm going to hold this. Okay, now it's a bit scary, so we're going to get 2. Get 2. Slide backwards. And you can see they caught up on me. But it's just about working on each element of your gameplay using training ground, using bots, okay? I get this message all the time, like, oh, if I shoot bots, I just don't think my shot's getting better. I don't like that message because there's 2 things. 1, I don't know what that means. Like, how do you know your shot's not getting better? Do you feel like your shot's getting worse from shooting bots? Because that's very rare. If that's the case, again, it's a very case-by-case scenario. Maybe you have to look at that and say, like, what is actually happening? Or what am I doing differently? And a lot of the time, people think, oh, I'm not getting better, but I'm shooting bots. It's like, okay, are you actually practicing or are you just shooting bots for the sake of it? Because, for example, if you're not strafing, let's say you're just shooting a bot, right? And you're not strafing, then you're not actually shooting them the right way. You're not activating the aim assist. So in-game, sure, I can see why you're struggling. It just depends on what you're trying to go through. If you're saying right off, I get it, it's fine, it's cool, but I struggle when they have movement, man. What the hell do I do? Like, they've got movement, how do I play? I'll say, right, think about it, right? What could I do to essentially copy the movement? What can I do? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to put it on a small map. We're going to put it on a Babylon here. Babylon's a very mixy map. We're going to go through, where is it? Put a Babylon right there. And I'm going to say, right off, I really struggle with the movement. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. I really struggle to control the gunfight. We're going to have a separate video completely on this. But I'm going to say, right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on Babylon. We're going to go through. We're going to put it on, for now, just because I'm going to end the video. We'll put it on 5 minutes. We'll keep it on that. And this is what I'm going to do a little bit differently. We're going to put it like this. But we're going to do like Warzone health. Because controlling the gunfight will be a good way here. So we're going to just think of different drills here. Think of, right, what can I do here? How can I play against controlling the gunfights? This is what we're going to do. We're going to do 1, but we're going to verse 4. Okay, we're only going to verse 4 people here. But it's not going to be easy because they're going to be in a small map. And this is going to allow me to work on repositioning. It's going to allow me to work on my AR skill and maybe posting up. And it's going to allow me to work on controlling the gunfight, slide cancelling around corners, things like that, okay? So let's go through and see how we do. This is what we're going to do. Let me go through. Just waiting for it to load. And this is just honestly what I do, depending on, like, sometimes I just warm up normally, but right now I'm like, cool, I'm going to lock down this area. This is my area. I can't leave this area, and I have to control the gunfight. So he's coming through. We're going to quickly go through. Take one out. Oh, I'm back away. Shoot back away. Shoot back away. We're not allowed to take any damage. Look at the map. There's one more here. We're going to slide to the left. We're going to hold our patience. Hold our patience. Now we're going to watch this side. Slide around. And it's just different drills. So right now I can see... Did I change them? I don't think I put them on veteran, did I? No, I didn't put them on veteran. That's on me. But you can see this is the first basis. So if someone's really struggling, you can do it on recruit. Then you can put on veteran. And say, right, I don't want to take any damage. How do I hold this power position? How do I strength like this? Really good play. Now someone behind me. I've got to get out of there. Got really finesse. Get out of there. Again, on veteran, it's a lot harder. Oh, I don't want to take damage. Get out of there. Get out of there. I'm going to shoot. Back away. Shoot back away. Oh, but I can't practice a short jump. Oh, how do I practice short jump? Boom. See what I'm saying? I'm missing right now on purpose. I can't lie to you, but right now I've got to practice short jump. Go through. And then watch this. Do this. Short jump. I'm gonna show you the kill cam. I want him to kill me. Kill me. So watch this. Am I doing it right? Oh, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Let's see. I don't have anyone to play with. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I really struggle to see. This is what you do. Try it, and then let a bot kill you. Right now, I'm kind of trolling because it's free for all, and they're on recruit. So just to show you guys what ended on that, let me quickly put it on veteran and show you guys what I mean. How we can actually test our mechanics to see if they're actually working, because that's a big thing. It's like people think they're doing the mechanics well, and then I'm like, bro, you did that completely wrong. And they're like, huh, but no, you just did it wrong. And they're like, but I didn't get it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. On your screen, it looks completely different. That's a big thing about Call of Duty. Your screen actually doesn't look how their screen does. So you need to utilize that. You need to look at that and say, all right, how do I play so that I know if what I'm doing is correct? And it's a fair question. It really is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, and all we're going to do is watch the kill cam. The kill cam is an amazing thing. It gives you a lot of information. Okay. So we're going to go through. We're going to put these boys on veteran. We put them on veteran. And now these guys are going to be shooting. So back to my point from earlier, what I'm going to do in terms of the health, just to see, again, just do different things depending on what you're trying to do. We're going to put it on 50 because I actually want them to kill me quite quickly. Actually, no, we can leave on we'll do it on 60. We're just trying to see the health there. We're trying to see if they can kill me. Now, another thing we can look at is, hang on, I want the kill cams to be longer. So we're going to look through. I don't even know if there's a thing, but this is what I'm saying. Just try things out. I think people are like, I feel like people just don't try things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people just don't try to check things. Like everyone's in like a one-dimensional box. Like everyone looks at the normal warm-ups the pros do and just carries on. But you guys got to remember, like they are screaming all day. What they're doing when they're practicing is that they're just warming up their overall shot. Like, yes, like if you watch Dashi, he's got the best shot I've ever seen. He'll shoot like 500 bots on Babylon and just shoot them, right? But he's not just shooting them. He's already learned the mechanics. He's executing those mechanics daily. You know what I mean? Like he's doing those things daily. So when he is technically just shooting bots, he's just warming up his overall shot. So let me show you an example. Right now I'm like, I am Arv, but if someone said to me, I really can't, I don't know how I am with snaking. I don't know if I'm doing it properly. Let's try it. Let's see how we look. Obviously that guy killed me from the other side. So I'm like, right, if I don't know if I'm snaking properly, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go through. I'm going to find someone. And I'm going to see how I do. Okay, so this guy right here. Damn, I got killed hella quick. Again, you got to play around with the settings. But let's see right this. I'm going to see if I'm snaking. So we're going to see the kill cam here. Let's see how I look. So that was definitely not a snake, by the way. But look, we can go through and look and say, okay. So actually, I saw my head there. Cool. What did I do differently? Well, it looked a bit weird. Let me go back. Let me watch a video. Right. In that video, I think he put his head down like this. So he went prone and then stood up. Okay. So if I try that, maybe this looks better. What if I do this? I feel like this might be better. So this is the conversation I would have with myself for real. Like, just like ask yourself questions about, right, does this look good? It looks good on my screen, but how does it look on their screen? I don't know. Let's wait for a bot to turn up. Again, put it on more bots, make it easy for yourself. This is just for a video. I wanted to, I'm actually trolling because no one's actually pushing me, which is a little bit annoying. But like I said, against more people, it's better. So right now, this guy's chasing me, hopefully. Bro, bots, can you guys are ruining the, oh, this guy right here. How does this look? Let's see. There you go. Now this guy's going to kill me, hopefully. Kill me. There you go. Let's see how he looks. So we can really watch closely. How does it look? Okay, how does it look? Okay, so he kind of saw my head, but not really. Okay, I thought that was pretty good. But I didn't shoot him. What if I shoot him now? Turn around. Let's see. This guy's going to come through. So now I can see, well, what if I crouch like this? What if I crouch like this? Can they see me? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. Perfect. This is perfect kill cam. Let's see. So did he see me or not? Let's find out. Let's see how often he saw me. Let's see how I look like. So we go through. Damn, he really didn't see me. But one thing was, I kept on bobbing in the same place. So when I did that, it was kind of predictable movement. And again, these are the conversations I have with myself. Now let's say, right, what if I snake properly like this? What if I go through, this guy's right there. What if I snake like this? Okay, that looked a lot better. Let's see how it looked. And these are the conversations you should have with yourself. Right there. Oh, hang on. He actually struggled to see me. He had to kind of pre-fight that, but my head was still kind of showing. Maybe I should go prone a little bit more. And again, just have these conversations with yourself. Say, right, what if I go here? Okay, go prone. What about that? I want him to kill me. I should have let him kill me there. But again, just scenarios like that where it's like, what if I don't actually shoot him, but I pretend to kill him? Like, you know, shoot over him so we see how it looks. Okay, well, I don't know how good a dolphin dives. I don't know. Let's find out. When dolphin dive, shoot. We're gonna see how it looks. When dolphin dives backwards, shoot. When a dolphin dives backwards and shoot. How does that look? What if I do this? And you just try things. You just try. What if I slide sideways? You just try things, okay? And it just makes the game easier for you. Like, honestly, it's the biggest thing. Right now, I'm really, really struggling with my power positions, but I don't like getting shot. So I'm gonna slide cancel, shoot, get away. Slide cancel, shoot, get away. Just practice. We're practicing our first shot. Right now, we're like, you know what? I'm only practicing my first shot. I feel like, oh, I really struggled to get the first shot with an AR. Okay, well, now we're on 50 health. You have to get a first shot. You don't have a chance to get a first shot, back away. I didn't get a first shot there, but we won it. Get a first shot, back away. Okay, so you go through slide cancel, first shot, back away. So you could just give yourself different drills depending on your weaknesses. If you don't know your weaknesses, watch a pro play, watch me, watch whoever you want, watch your favorite streamer, whoever, and just look at them and say, right, if I didn't have my name on him, if I didn't know who it was, would I think that this is my gameplay or not? If that's easier, do it the other way around. Watch your gameplay and then watch your pros, have them side by side, right? Have them side by side and say, which one's better? You know what I'm saying? Say which one is better. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Give me 1 second. All right, I just had to check something. I got a message or something I had to check. But anyways, yeah. So I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent in terms of like to an SMG and stuff. But I get so many comments daily like about people trying to improve their shot. And I'm like, I don't know if people are practicing the right way, if I'm completely honest. And the reason I say that is because when I'm coaching people daily, I personally think people should get like, can get to diamond without coaching for free. Just get there. And then I feel like winter and diamond is just like, it's a small detailed bits to get you to crim that are sometimes difficult to see yourself. And I completely get it. But I feel like so many people don't shoot bots, don't warm up, don't practice specific things. And for me, it's a real big problem because you're never going to get to the level you want to be if you're not doing that. So hopefully today's video was a little bit more of an insight to actually how to practice. And to be honest, the mindset, how to think about practice, not even just practice, how to think about like, what can I do to get better? Because everyone's in a different scenario. Some people play 10 minutes a week. Some people play 10 hours a week. Everyone's in a different scenario. So it's just like using your time efficiently. And I know the fun thing is to play games. I know it's fun to play rank play, but I don't have fun playing rank play when I'm not playing well. So for me, I'd rather play well. And the way you play well is doing the training. Okay, I'm going to say this again. The private game is the COD gym. The private game is the gym equivalent for gamers. Okay, so when you're trying to get in shape, you go to the gym. That's where they live, that's where they hang out, that's where they go through, that's where they get the work done. You're trying to improve your shot, trying to improve your game awareness, all that, that's where the gym is. All right, it's the private game. Catch you guys for another video later on today. Boost.